This is a PC I bought for about 30 bucks, and in today's video, we are going to be installing Windows 11 on it. I started by booting it up, and it seems to have Windows 10 already installed. So I went ahead and opened Task Manager, and here are its specs. For the CPU, we have a Pentium G4400, which is a dual-core processor from Intel's Skylake generation. As for the GPU, we have Intel HD Graphics 510, which isn't the fastest GPU in the world, but it should do. We have 8GB of DDR4 memory, and finally a 500GB spinning hard disk. So let's see how it handles Windows 11. So it came with this monitor, ProLight T2252MTS. Truly an amazing monitor. Now first I tried booting my external Ventoy SSD, thinking it had a Windows 11 on it. It didn't. So I went to another computer and found a copy of Windows 11 25H2 and went ahead and copied it over. That aside, the installer just booted. From there, I fully expected the installer to reject us, since Windows 11 officially only supports Intel's 8th generation processors and newer. Skylake is Intel's 6th generation, so according to the great Microslop, it's unsupported and I should throw it in the trash. But the installer didn't complain, and it just let me install Windows. Very
nice.
Surprisingly, the install only took a few minutes, despite the spinning hard disk. After a reboot and a ton of servicing, we got to the out-of-box experience, and the animation was slow, given we have no GPU drivers, and it's a 4K video playing. What is it with this channel and videos playing slowly? Like, seriously. In any case, the out-of-box experience was pretty easy to go through, and surprisingly, it even let me create a local account, even though this is Windows 11 25H2. Now that we were fully installed, I quickly downloaded Intel's official driver application, which took literally hours, but we eventually got everything set up. Now it was time to remove all the bloatware, like OneDrive, Clipchamp, Xbox, Mail, and Solitaire Collection. Now, the next thing I did was install the Brave web browser. YouTube worked at 1080p and could probably also do 2K and 4K. The internal speakers are pretty bad though. The GTX 1660. So I would say plugging in an external speaker would be a good idea. I didn't do that because, I don't know. Speaking of YouTube, we now have channel memberships. So if you want to support the channel, maybe consider clicking on the join button. It's just $2.99 monthly for the first tier, and if you want to support the channel more, the Mega Supporters tier costs $4.99, and you get the extra perk of getting a shout out at the end of each video. For both tiers, you get cool badges, custom emojis, and early access to new videos on the channel. If you don't have the money to spend and still want to support the channel, the best way to do that is to drop a like and subscribe to help boost me in the YouTube algorithm. Anyway, back to the video. Next, I had to install Steam, which took a while because of all the updating it does. After some time, it finally launched and let me sign in. Let's now try out some games. So first, I tried out Portal, which launched with no problem, but ran at a very unstable frame rate at normal settings. So I had to lower the settings a bit to get to a playable 50 to 60 frames per second. Next is Portal 2, which works similarly, but seemed to have better performance since I only tested out Chapter 1. Finally, let's try some Minecraft 1.8.9, and after generating a world and changing some settings, it becomes very playable. And look at this subscribe button I built. Anyway, thanks for watching me run Windows 11 on this computer. Comment what I should do next. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and goodbye.